Hey guys, this is Beth. I'm back. I have a partial third TEMU haul, but I also wanted to incorporate a few things that I have tried. Some of it is okay, some of it's not okay. But I'll start off with showing you some of the things that I got at my third TEMU haul. And it is TEMU. I actually called the company because I had heard so many different ways of saying it, and I wanted to know the correct way. And so I called the number that was in Boston, and they did tell me that it was definitely TEMU. So that's what I'm going to be calling it from now on. Okay. For all of y'all that have subscribed to my channel, I wanted to say thank you very much. And for those that are watching my videos, it means the world to me, and I hope I can continue giving you good enough videos that you want to come back and watch more. Alrighty, these are the first things. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it, but I wanted to get these just to see how the quality was, because they're the little canvas bags, and they are small, but I could get a pair of earrings in here, and I really like these. I know what it would cost me to make these, and I bought 3 of them. Of course, that's not a whole bunch, but it only cost me 68 cents. They do sell them in bigger packages, but I started out with this just because I wanted to see the quality. And the strings are heavy duty, and I'm gonna be ordering more. I sell a lot of my clay pieces at craft fairs that I do throughout the year, and this is just something a little bit special that you can throw in. So I will be getting more of those. And I also got more of these little bags. They all come in different sizes, and I still can't figure out what the size is going to be on a lot of what I'm ordering. I don't want to cut the little strings. I think these have got the moons. Oh yeah, they do. They have the moon and the stars. And they're a good size. I could probably get maybe a bracelet in here. I don't think I could get a necklace. But they're still good size. And I'm okay with the quality too. And I believe I paid 71 cents for this pack. And I like the colors. I'm okay with the colors too. And I hope you can see this. I bought something new. I'm not even sure what it's called now. A boom arm maybe. So it would be straight down. And I'm hoping this comes through. And I ordered this, which doesn't really show much of what it is. But it came with a string, which I probably will not use. It's like fishing string. My husband gives me his fishing string when I need it. He's a true fisherman, and we have plenty of string if we need it. I don't know. I guess this is okay. But that comes with it. And this is for a wind chime. It's a mold that you pour, supposedly with resin. I'm trying something new, which I will show you later in this video. It's ResinCrete. It's from JDiction, and it's fairly new out there. And I've been trying it. I may try it with resin, but I'm not a big resin person. I don't use anything but UV resin, and even that, I don't know, I'm just really not a resin person. And then it comes with little glass beads. And of course, this is way too plain for my style, but I will be molding these, and then I plan on painting them or embellishing them with something. I love wind chimes, so I'm sort of excited about doing this. And when I do this, I'm going to do it on a video. And so you'll see every step that I do on this. And these are not really a craft item as far as something, well, I guess you could use it for that. I bought these because I do craft fairs. And I thought, oh, this is just an acrylic rectangular block. And I thought this would be wonderful. I could put my cards with my earrings in and stand them up. Unfortunately, it did not work. My earrings will not stand up in this with the card. So my thought process is, I have some bookmarks coming, molds, excuse me, and I'm going to try to pour some bookmarks and see if they won't fit in there, and I can still use those to keep the earring cards on. If not, I'll figure out something else, and if anybody out there has any ideas on how I can make this work, I would love to hear from you, and you can leave that in the comments. I did pay, I got 25 of these, and I paid $16.28 for them. This is just a bunch of jewelry findings that I got. I'm not going to go through everything, but these are the open, oh, I'm not even sure what you call them. I use them for earrings and necklaces. And I normally fill them with resin. I put them on packing tape, and I fill them with resin and whatever else I decide I want to. And I may show a video, but there's a lot of videos out there with this being done. But I may show you a short video with me doing some of these also. And these are just jump rings, but I love the style. It's the twisted style. And I got these in both the gold and the silver. And I'm happy with these. I paid 71 cents a pack, and I got all different sizes. And I have been ordering these. I actually have been ordering these from Michael's, and I'm paying a whole lot more than that at Michael's. So I was excited to see these. And this is just the antique brass bezel. Is that what that's called? A bezel, maybe. And that's just more jump rings. And this is fish hook earrings. I got black because it's hard for me to find black. And I paid 71 cents for these. And they're stainless steel. And these are the silver ones. Just like the gold and the antique bronze. And all these I paid 71 cents for. The prices on there now are different. And they change every day. So whatever price I quote you at, that's what I paid for it. But I mean, I could go back right now and it could be lower or it could be higher. They're constantly running sales on things. And I've bought several items and paid a lot more and then went back and they were lower. So there's just no way of knowing day to day. And these are all just jump rings. And I believe these are just the cording without the end. Yes, they are. The last ones I bought actually had the end to it, which is fine, but sometimes I want to add my own. And so this is just the cord for me to use. Oh, wow, this is long. Oh, this is just one big, long piece. I'm going to make a tangled up mess with this now, aren't I? Okay, I'm not sure. I can't even find the end here. Oh, there it is. Let's see. That would be 3 yards. 6 yards. Hold on just a minute, I'm measuring. 9 yards. 12. Wow, this is quite a bit actually. I think it's 20 yards of cording. And I paid $1.29 for this, so I'm really happy with this. This I will definitely use. And I like this actually better than the ones that have the ends and everything ready to go, because I can make them the length I want, and I can put the findings that I want to put on there on the ends. Okay, and I bought more of these. These were tiny. A lot smaller than what I thought. These are supposed to be little beads. I hope you're not getting a glare. And they are tiny beads. And they have the little gold spacers, but oh, they're so little. That's a big one. I don't think that one's supposed to be in there. Can you see how tiny those are? Which I'll use them, but they're a lot smaller than what I thought they were going to be. These are cute. My granddaughter will love these. They're little unicorn charms. And I'm going to make her a necklace out of it. And I don't know what I'm going to do with the other ones. But they're good quality for what you're paying for these. That's actually very good quality. And let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a package, and I paid 71 cents for those. And there's another one. I got 2 packs. Now these are a little bit bigger. I was thinking what I was buying was actually bigger than these. But these are more doable for me, if you can see. Now, there's small ones in here too, I guess. So maybe it's just a mixed bag. And these are plastic. That one's stuck together. And I'm hoarse tonight for some reason. But I felt like I needed to get a video out because it'd been 8 days since I did my last one. So please bear with me. And here are some more of the polymer clay. I love these. I will get them every time I see them because there's just so much you can do with these. You can put them in resin. You can use them with polymer clay. I was going to show you that pair of earrings that... Hold on just a minute. I'm going to go get them while I'm thinking about it. They're on a stand because I was taking pictures of them. Let me get them off and so you can see them better. These are what I made, I think on my very first video I showed these, maybe. And this is where I made 2 pieces. There's 2 pieces here. And I did get these molds from TEMU. And this is polymer clay here. But it's where I took, not this exact kind, but similar, and put them on the second one. And I actually resined this one just to protect the earring. And I put a light coat of resin here. I did not put anything on the back. They really don't need to be sealed. Polymer clay, unless you've got mica powder or some other finish on there, you really don't have to seal it at all. But I was worried about these popping off, even though I did use the, I think it was Bacon Bond on there. But it's just an added protection. And these are really cute, and I'm keeping these for myself. I also got this off of TEMU. I don't know if you can see this or not. Oh, and I have to show you this ridiculous thing. Wait a minute, I forgot about that. I got it on a whim, and I don't know what I'm going to do with it. But I got this stand, too. This camera may be too close for you to be able to see this, but yeah, it looks sort of like an ear, and it's movable, it's bendable, so you can, you know, you can move it around, and this is just so you can, you know. And I paid $1, I think it was 79 cents for this, and this was a really good, I don't know if you can see those, but there's little holes all the way up, so you can space those wherever you want to on your earrings. And let me grab this silly looking thing here. Sometimes I wonder what I'm thinking about when I order stuff. You see this? I saw this and I thought, oh, this would be cool to put an earring on to take a picture. It comes like this, where, you know, you have the stand and then you pop this, and this thing is like, it's silicone, and it's very flexible, and it moves, and then you just put it in here very easily. It just pops right in. Well, there it goes. And I guess it would be good, there's no hole or anything, I guess it would be good if you had cuff earrings or something to take a picture. There's no hole, and I guess I could poke a hole, but I don't know. When I received it, it sort of just looked weird to me, and I don't think I will use it. But, you know, I may surprise myself. I may end up using it, and if I do, I will show you what I do with it. Okay. And the next thing that I got, these are just little embellishments. I can add them to clay. I can add them to resin. I can also add them to this new stuff that I'm going to be talking to you about after I get through showing you some of this stuff, which I'm really excited about, y'all. Can you see those? They're all different sizes, and they're just little tiny beads. And I got the silver ones, and I think I got the gold ones. And I paid $1.29 for each one of those. And then I got these. I'm a big steampunk person. I love steampunk. I love making it. I love wearing it. I would love somebody to have a steampunk party, and everybody had to dress up in steampunk. I think that would be so cool. These are little embellishments. Oh, it's not going to come off. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Let me put a few of them on. Did any come out? Oh, it did. On the white. Oh, they're sticking to my finger. Okay. Too many, but you can see they're very tiny. They're very delicate. I bet they're good quality. The detail. I'm going to try to pick this up so you can see it. I don't know if the lighting is bad. I wish somebody knows how to film a video where you can actually see what you're doing while you're filming it. I would love to know how. Because I'm doing it blinded. I cannot see anything that I'm doing right now. So hopefully it will come through for y'all. Okay. I'm trying not to hold it up on my finger. Somebody had left a comment, I think on my second video saying that putting it on my finger was not a good thing, that I should put it on some kind of background. So that's what I'm trying to do. These are bigger. I'm real happy with the quality of these. Of course, I can't get them out. They're thin and they're tiny, and that's what I want. Look at, I mean, they're just really, really tiny pieces. But that's what you want. You don't want something real big and bulky for some of your items. There, that's a good picture, I think. Okay. And please bear with me, but I have to put the lid on this or they will be all over the place. And I got 2 of each of these. Oh, these are adorable. I actually ordered another set. I haven't received them yet, because I wasn't sure what the quality was going to be like when I first. And so far, I've been pretty happy with everything I've got. There's been a couple of things that I think look sort of cheapy. But not very many. But these are adorable. I mean, they're adorable. I'm going to make my granddaughter a necklace out of this. And I will probably make my other granddaughter, my oldest granddaughter, she's a teenager. She would not want a pair of earrings with bunnies on them. But my youngest one will love them. And then I still have a granddaughter. She's 10 and she would like them also. But you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in a packet. And I paid $1.29 for those. And you can tell about how big they are. But these I was very excited about, and I'm very happy with those. And these, I think this is nail art stuff. I've lost my scissors. But I thought I might be able to use them with polymer clay. And the reason why I got these, and I don't know if you can see this, but there's a texture. They're raised where they're not flat. And you can actually feel the texture on them. And I thought, oh, this would be awesome to do a pair of white earrings and to have that, because they're white too, and to have that put on the earrings just for an accent. It would just look so elegant. And so I'm excited about using these. And I only paid 71 cents a pack for that. And you get quite a few. And this again was in the nail art section. These are bags and some more bags that I bought. These are plastic bags, and these are a lot smaller. These right here are a lot smaller than what I thought they were going to be. Goodness. Okay, you have to be smarter than the bag, Beth. Hear that dog barking? That's her. Big Luna. She's a rescue. We got her, oh goodness, 5 years ago, I guess. She's got such a good heart, and she's so patient with our grandchildren. But she's outside. She loves being outside. She's a big dog. She weighs, I think, about 135 pounds. Okay. These are tiny. I'm sure I'll find something to do with them. Maybe put a pair of studs in or something. But they're still cute. And you get quite a few of them. And I paid 68 cents for them. So that's a good buy. And the same thing with these. That looks like lace. Let me take them out so you can see them. I hope I'm not duplicating any items. I know there's so many TEMU haul videos out there now, and I tried to watch some, so, you know, if everybody's got the same thing, I would just rather not duplicate what everybody else is showing. See, these are delicate, and I like those, and I hope that comes through. I will use those. That would be so cute for like a little Easter gift, to put like a little Easter necklace, a pair of cross earrings, or bunny earrings. Yeah, this is adorable. I really like this little bag. And I don't know how many you get. And it does not say on the packet. But you get quite a few, as you can tell. And for the price. And it's 61 cents for these small ones, too. These I paid $1.29, but these are bigger. And yes, I'm getting ready for spring. Got a craft fair that I will be doing in April. These are cute. Daisies are my favorite flowers, actually. And they're little pink and white daisies. I got a piece of plastic on my... Hope you can see this. So I'm happy with those two. And these are bigger than what I thought they would be. One day I might get the size right when I order this stuff, but so far I'm always surprised. I'm sorry about the crinkling. I paid $2.16 for these, but I got quite a few of them, and they are bigger. But that's okay, because I can get a whole earring card in here with earrings, and these are a good size. These are a real good size. Let me see if I can get my whole hand in here to show you. Yeah, I can. I can get my whole hand in here. It will fit. So that's a good size. And I'm not going to count all these, but you can see you get quite a few. And so that is a good buy right there. And the color is very springy. And so I'm happy with this purchase too. So far so good. I've been pleased with the majority of it. And this is, I got some paintbrushes. Of course, they're not good paint brushes. They're not. But with the kind of crafts I do, you know, I throw so many things away because I use stuff on them, and I wouldn't use good brushes for the majority of. When I do my painting, I'll use a really good brush. When I do watercolors and acrylics, I want a really good brush. But this is a really good. I paid 71 cents for these, and I'm happy with that. It even comes with a little pointer. Look at that. Well, let me open it and show you. I didn't even know that was in there. And it's not like I don't have a bunch of them, but I use it all the time. You see this little pointer one? It's a little pointer one. It's not a brush. And I will definitely use that. I will use it with resin. I will use it with polymer. I'll even use that with painting dots. So, yes, this was definitely a good buy. This was cheaper than the Dollar Tree. And yes, I go to the Dollar Tree quite often too. I also got this. This was 38 cents. And what I'll probably do with this is build the little tip up and make a polymer clay handle that's more comfortable to my hand. But this tool I use a lot. I've got several of them. I just noticed my hands. I've been doing crafts today, and my hands are all yucky. I am so sorry. And I got some more thank you stickers. I'm going to pull these down here so you don't hear the crinkle just as much. And let's see, it says thank you for your purchase. And this was 78 cents. The top ones are sort of wrinkled. But that's still worth 78 cents. This is new for me. I've not done this, but I want to get into it. They're all over the place. When I send a package out, I'm going to have my logo made into one of these stamps. So when I send a package, my boxes will be sealed with the wax. And I know it's a big thing. I've received packages with that, and I just think it looks so cool. I only got one of these to start out with, just to practice with. And this has got a little tree. And you just screw it on there, and you can buy these separately on TEMU, and you can actually buy them where there's several in a set. But I thought I would just try this one first and see how I like it. I did buy the wax. I bought the colors that I liked. This is the green set. And they call this the blue. And then this is the pastels. And I paid $2.19 for each pack of the wax. And this right here cost me 78 cents, I believe. Okay. I want to show you this. I was not impressed with this, and this is the only thing. I got this thinking, oh, I could put my little scrap clay pieces in. They call it a book. Well, it comes flat like this. That's how I got it, flat. And I bent it to form it into sort of a book. And you can tell the little spaces are, you know, that's the size of the little spaces. They're not big. And you have to put the stuff in from the inside, which I don't like. I'd rather it be at the top or on this side. It would be easier. So I'm not sure if I'll use this or not. But I only paid 78 cents for this, so it's not that big of a deal one way or the other. Okay, we're going to get to some of the stuff that I have done. I'm not real happy with any of it, I'll be quite honest, but I will show it to you anyway. Well, one thing I am very excited about. I got this mold from TEMU. I have never done this before. My mother, years ago, and this is back in the 70s, years ago, she used to make plaster of Paris molds. She loved doing it, and she had a pegboard that she put in front of an old oak tree we had in our front yard, and she would hang these plaster of Paris things that she did on that pegboard, and people would actually stop on the road and buy these things from my mother. This was back in the early 70s, and she did that for years, and this sort of reminds me of that. I've tried plaster of Paris, and it's okay. It sort of crumbles and breaks. Cement's better, but I don't like dealing with cement. So I heard on a video on YouTube, and I do not remember his name. I know his name is Steve, and I know he is extraordinary with resin. If he's not called the Resin King, he should be called the Resin King. I do not know his full name, and I apologize for that. I believe he is British, and I will find his YouTube, and I will link it down below on this video. But I watched one of his videos. I actually have watched many of his videos. I am just totally impressed with his ability. But I saw him a couple of weeks ago do a video on this product from JDiction, which I had never heard of JDiction until I watched this video. And it was the stuff he said, which was very similar to Jessamite, which is something we can't hardly get over here. You can get it all over the place in UK, but we can't get it over here very easily anyway. And I was so excited when he said they had come out with an eco-friendly, non-toxic, water-based called ResinCrete. It's ResinCrete, and it's by JDiction. And you need to go watch his video on that, because if you're interested in it, he has a coupon code. I didn't see it the first time. I went back and saw that, and I actually ordered a second bag with his coupon code on Amazon, and it was 30% off. So if you're interested in doing this, please go watch his video. He's a lot more experienced in resin and the stuff than I am, but I wanted to show it to you. And this is a mold I got off of TEMU. It's flexible. Yeah, you can pop it open. And it's a bowl. And I paid $2. See, yes, I have used it. You can see. I paid $2.19 for this, which for this kind of silicone mold, that's really, really cheap. That is a good deal if this is something you're interested in. I have to show you the results. I was going to look and see if I could find the bag, the second bag that's not been opened yet, so you can see what it looks like. Oh, if you could see my craft area right now, you would cringe. Stuff is everywhere. Okay, this is the open bag. And I hope, this camera's so close, I don't know if you can see this or not. JDiction ResinCrete. It is water-based. It is non-toxic. you can demold it in 30 minutes, and you definitely can. You mix, I believe it's 100 grams, which that was new to me. I had to learn how to put the cup on my scale and then zero it out. I did it the first time and it was like, okay, this is not too bad. But it's 100 grams of the powder and then 30 grams of the water. Unless you want it runny, you can add 35 for a little bit longer. But the 8 minutes, I've poured several things and it didn't turn thick on me. So I've only done the 30 grams of water with 100 grams of the powder. And it mixes so quickly and so easily. And it's so easy to pour. And I want to show you this because I am so impressed. You see this bowl? I know it's just a simple bowl, but it's my very first bowl that I've made with this. There is absolutely no air bubbles in it. It is so smooth. It almost feels like a high quality porcelain. I wish you could feel this. I put alcohol ink. Yes, I did. And it's not white. It would come out. I'm going to show you this because it's another little thing that I poured. That is with no color. That is with the color. So I don't know if it's showing up the difference, but there is this is like a light green, very light. And you can see it right here where it has, and I'm okay with that too. I've done absolutely nothing to this. This is the rim from this part right here. And I will have to sand that down. But oh my gosh, I was so happy with this. And it is so smooth on the inside. If you have any interest in getting into something like this, I would say run to Amazon. That's how excited I am about this product. And order it. It is not cheap. I will tell you that. It was, I paid $35 for the first bag. This bag right here. And then when I got Steve's discount, and it's 30% off, I saved $10 and some odd cents on my second one. And that's a big coupon to get. And so I'm very thankful that he has it on his site. But y'all, this is just, I have so many things coming from TEMU, so many molds. I actually have one coming in from Amazon because I didn't want to wait, and it will be here tomorrow. And it's another dish. And I have mushroom jars with lids, and I have trays, and I have chess pieces, and I have boards, and I went hog wild when I found out that I really liked this stuff. And got molds. And so you're in for a treat if this is something that you enjoy watching and you're excited about trying it, because I will be having videos after videos of doing this. This is, according to what I have read, this is food safe because it's non-toxic. And I will do more research on that. If you want to make it waterproof, you do have to seal it. I'm almost positive you have to seal it since it's water-based. But I'm not quite sure. I'm not positive about that either. But I'm going to assume that you do have to seal it in order to make it waterproof. But this I was so excited about. And I have poured the very first time I used it. I didn't do it right, and I put too much water in it, and the pieces broke. I don't think I have any pieces left. Oh yes, I have one piece left that did not break because it was thick. And this, I'm not totally done with this, but this is one of the guardian angels. But as you can see, it does not have, this is the same one. That's the same angel. But I sanded this off. I didn't want that there. I wanted this just to be a regular angel. And so I sanded that off. I painted this with really cheap acrylic markers. And then I took resin and added some highlights. And this is the JDiction resin. I ordered the high velocity, which is supposed to be really thick resin. They didn't send me the high velocity. They sent me the low velocity. And I contacted them. I haven't heard from them yet. And actually, I got tired of waiting. So I opened one of the jars. This is the low velocity. And I thought, well, maybe I made a mistake. So I went back and looked at my invoice. And no, I had not made a mistake. It was high velocity that I ordered. It's not velocity. It's vice, whatever that word is. And I'm not sure. This is a lot thinner, okay? That's what it means. It's just real thin, and the high is real thick, and that's what I wanted. I wanted the real thick, but I got this instead. And it's the same price, but I really would like them to send me what I had ordered. It's the first time I've dealt with JDiction. I ordered this directly from their website. The ResinCrete, I got off Amazon. But that's what I used on this. It dried really well under my UV lamp. And I have, let me see if I can unhook this to show you. This is the UV lamp I have. It's been well used, and it's got, well, you can tell, it's got stuff everywhere. But it folds down. It's very portable. And it plugs in to a USB port. It does not plug into an outlet. But this is the ResinCrete. And it was amazing to me because this was the leftover I had in the cup, and it had already started turning hard to the point where when I put it inside this mold, I had to take my rolling pin and pound it to get it to lay flat. And I didn't, think it would turn out, but I thought, well, I don't want to waste it, and so that's what I did. And this actually turned out great. The detail is really good, and my daughter wants this, so this one is going to my daughter when I'm done with it. But that's an example of it. These are some of I had a little bit left, and so I made these little mushrooms, which I've done nothing to yet. And I'm not sure what I'm going to use them for, but they come out just so crisp. And I'm real happy with ResinCrete. I actually even made little buttons. Little tiny buttons. Oh, I also made these seashells. That mold is really, this is a mold that's got these 4 in it. And they're really, really textured. And I like the mold a lot. Okay, I think that's all that I have. Well, this is one piece. This is one of the very first pieces I did. And see these little things right here? Well, there's little air bubbles. So I took my little drill thing and made slots. I'm going to sort of figure out a way of texturing it because sanding down the air bubbles doesn't work. And the rest of it was so smooth. And so I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this, but I'll figure something out. And that's everything with the ResinCrete. You will see a lot in the future about this, but then we're going to go back. I showed you the cat that I had poured, and this is polymer clay. I had put it in the mold that I had gotten from TEMU. Well, I got it painted. So this is the finished product. I showed you, I think on the second video, with it just being out of the mold, but this is painted. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. I made one with a ResinCrete, and I'm going to make this into a paperweight. It's no, this was not the ResinCrete. Nope. This is when I was playing around with a plaster. And you can tell, because I tried I had a thing of plaster of Paris, so I thought, well, let me try the plaster of Paris. And I compared it with the ResinCrete. That's what it was. And you see how the details don't come through real good? And you see all these little holes everywhere? Those are air bubbles everywhere. You see, I didn't see the back. That's plaster of Paris. Okay? That's ResinCrete. Plaster of Paris. See the difference? Major difference. This is what I choose, not that. Okay. And I don't know what I'm going to do with this, but it's finished. And I got this mold. I'm not good at resin. I'll tell you right now. I am not good with resin, but I thought, well, I have this mold, and so I'm going to try it. This is a phone holder, and that's how it comes. It comes in the mold like that, 2 pieces, and you pour the resin. And this is just this is paint that I mixed in with the resin, and then this is glitter on the other side, and I layered it. I'm not real happy with it. This is just not my thing, but my daughter likes it, and she likes it like this. So she's getting the cat so she can set it on her desk with a little holder. And I got this off of TEMU too. I got the little mold, and I will be molding some of these with the ResinCrete. Okay, and this is some of the resin pieces that I have done right here. And I'm not a big resin person, okay? So just please be kind. This was actually done with ResinCrete. It's a face mold that I've had for a long time and didn't do anything with. This is like a little mirror mold. And this is my imagination coming to life. I stuck the face in with the mirror, and I filled it with a darker black resin, and I did the face with a silver. I'm going to make this into a pin, and it sort of looked like Mardi Gras to me for some reason. I don't know. It's definitely different. I can almost guarantee you there's not another one out there anywhere like this until somebody decides. I can't see why they would, but if somebody decides to duplicate it, then that's great too. But I did that, and then I did this little lizard. Well, the mold, I've got something over this already. The mold is a pink mold, okay? And I don't know if you know this, but with resin, your mold should be white. If it's a colored mold, it's not going to cure real good. But you know, I'm stubborn, so I'll try anything once or twice to see if I can get it to work. I poured resin in that I had put mica powder in with. And I poured just a little bit in there, thinking that maybe, you know, it would harden. And I thought it had hardened, so I poured a little bit more in there. And I did 3 stages of it, and I went to pull it out of the mold, and I'm sorry, excuse me for just a minute. My grandson is up here, and he's wanting my attention. Grammy's doing a video right now, so you need to go and let me finish this, and then I will play with you, okay? Thank you. I love you. Just give me a minute to finish the video, okay?
And I'm hungry.
Okay. Give me a minute, okay?
Okay.
I love you. Okay, sorry about that. It didn't dry. There was no top on it at all. When I took it out of the mold, the resin was still in the mold. So I took it out of the mold, and I mixed up some more resin and made it thick with mica powder, a lot of mica powder in it, and I built it up. So you can fix something that doesn't come out right the first time. And this is okay. I'm not a big resin person. Not the resin I do. Now, if I could do the resin like some of the other people do, it's just gorgeous stuff. I just haven't figured out how to do it yet. But this is one of my very first pieces of resin, along with this really unusual, abnormal thing right here. And this is a dragon. This is, again, a pink mold. I think it turned out okay. This is several layers. That's what the back looks like, of different resin that I built up. And it's real thin, but you know, it's not breaking. So I'm happy with that. I don't know if you can see the details, but I mean, that's really a detailed mold. Okay, and then this, I didn't like this. I did this with clear resin, and you can see I did it with that color, mica powder, and just clear resin, and it just looked horrible to me. You could see through it, and I didn't like it. So I went back. I had the green left from all this stuff and the gold, so I went back and added to it and built it up, and I'm happier with that now. And I'm going to end the video here. Oh no, I've got one more thing. I don't know if you can see it. This is a mold. This is the JDiction ResinCrete. I have painted it. There's the back. I'm looking for the mold right now, and I don't see it. It's a coaster mold. But I do not see it out here. But it's quite large. I don't know if you can see it with my hand there, but it is quite large. And it's very, very detailed. Now, it's smooth right here because I loaded the resin up. And I will tell you something I learned. I used high quality paint. I painted the whole thing black. And I used Master Touch paint on it. I won't do that again. It was sticky. It stayed sticky for hours after I did that. I painted the back with the folk art black paint, and within minutes it was dry, and I was able to dry brush the brown on it. And I don't know if you can see this in here. I don't know if the glare is going to be getting it or not. But inside this resin, all the way around, which my daughter loves, she thinks it looks like ice on a piece of wood, okay? But that is from that paint. It never dried good. and I got tired of waiting, so I went ahead and resined over it. I won't use good quality paint on this anymore. I don't know why. The folk art worked wonderfully. So just go with the cheaper paint when you're doing this. I'm happy with this. I'm going to cork the back. I still paint when I do it, but I'm going to go ahead and put a piece of cork on the back. And I'm going to make a set of 4 of these. And I was happy with this. So I'm going to end the video here. My grandson is patiently waiting on me. Thank you so much if you stayed with me this long. And thank you to everyone who has subscribed to my channel and who has watched my videos. I have been blessed. I only put 2 videos out. They've gotten so many views, and I've had so many wonderful comments. Please, you know, if you've got any thing to comment and any tips, hints, anything you would like to tell me, I would love to hear from you. And I plan on putting another one out, and it took me a while to get this one out. But I plan on doing another one in a couple of days, and I hope that you'll come back and watch that one. And I hope you have a great evening, and thanks for watching. Goodbye.